Alright, Math 10C measurement lesson number 10 practice test. Again, these videos are for study purposes only. Oops. Uh, I try my best to minimize my mistakes, but it will happen. I try to show and explain most of my steps. These videos might be long, but hopefully they will be helpful. Okay, which is the most suitable imperial unit of measurement? That is the diameter of the golf ball. So, pages 194. So golf ball is like this big, so probably inches. So A1 is D. 2. The a long parametric photograph is 83 centimeters in width and 1.39 centimeters in length, or 1.39 meters in length, with a difference of measurements in millimeters. So 83 centimeters. So we want to convert everything to millimeters, right? So 83 centimeters, it is equal to 830 millimeters, and 1.39 meters, multiply this by 100, 1390 millimeters. Subtract them, we get 60560. 2 is C. 3. The number of kilometers in 0.028 centimeters is. So according to our formula sheet, if we're gonna go from kilometers to centimeters to kilometers, we have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places to the right. This way is right. So we go 5 decimal places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fill in the rest with 0, 0.0000. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros after the decimal place. Sorry, I had to take a phone call. Okay, so 0.12345 6. So 6 zeros. Number 3 is A. 4. Consider the following statement. 1 meter is equal to 0.001 kilometers. This is correct. 1 is that micrometer is equal to 0.001 centimeter. 1, 2, 3. 1, micrometer. 1, 2, 3. Yep, this is correct. 1 millimeter is equal to 0.001 meters. This is correct. 1 nanometer is equal to 0.0001 micrometer. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, looks right. So it looks to me that all statements are true, so none of them are false. 4 is A. Alright, I guess I'll do this. Okay, 4 is A. Number 5, the height of horses are often measured in hands. Use the width of an adult hand as a reference for 4 inches. The height of a horse measuring this many hands is. So one hand is 4 inches, so 16.5 is 16.5 inches, or 16.5 hands times one hand is equal to 4 inches, and then 12 inches is equal to 1 feet. All hands and hands cancel out, inches and inches cancel out. 16.5 times 4 divided by 12. Okay. 16.5 divided by, multiply by 4 divided by 12. 5.5 feet, which is 5.5 feet. 5 is C. 6. Which of the following measuring instruments will be easiest to measure the width of a gopher hole? So probably a ruler or a vernier caliper. I don't know, either of these guys are fine. I actually don't know what a vernier caliper is. Let me search it up. Vernier caliper is one of these things that makes very accurate measurements of a golfer hole. So it will be the easiest to use. Well, a ruler you kind of have to find where the zero is, but the vernier caliper, you can just stick it in there, and then once you see it, and then you can just read it out. So 6 is probably B. 7, the province of Alberta is equal to 1.216 kilometers from north to south. You see approximate conversion of 5 miles equal 8 kilometers. What is the distance in miles? So 12.16 kilometers multiplied by the conversion factor. Kilometers will be on the bottom because I want it to cancel. Miles will be on the top. 8 kilometers equals 5 miles. 12.16 divided by, so multiply the top divided by the bottom. 12.16. 12.16 times 5 divided by 8. So 760 miles. 7 is B. 8. The micrometer shown has a range of 0.25 millimeters and is accurate to 0.01 millimeters. The measurement scale on the sleeve of the instrument has increments of 0.55 millimeters, and the measuring scale on the barrel has increments of 0.01 millimeters. So what is the reading? So the reading, so range of 0. Okay, so this is a 0, 0.5. Oops, so this is 0, 0.5. So let's see, 0, 0.5. This is 1.0. This is 1.5, and then this is 1.5 plus 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. So 0.49, which gives me 1.99. A is C. Weird questions. So how do I know it? You can see 3 complete tick marks. So 1, 2, 3. So 3 times 0.5. And here, this tick mark is at 0.0. So 3 times 0.5. And this tick mark is at 49. So plus 49 times 0.01. Okay, Sahil and Namitia are ordering new tile for a kitchen floor. The floor is rectangular, 6 yards long and 4.5 yards wide. The tiles that are chosen is this many inches by this many inches. How many tiles do they need? Well, so let's convert everything into inches. So 4.5 yards times 1 yard is equal to how many inches again? 36 inches. So 4.5 times 36 is, oops, oh, I just opened up the wrong app. Where's my calculator? 4.5 times 36, 162 inches. $162 inches. And then what is the other one? 6 yards times 36 inches is in 1 yard. We get 6 times 36 is 216 inches. So typically you want your floor to look nice. Therefore, you are just going to multiply, so find the area, then divide by the area of the square. So the total area of the rectangle is 162 times 216. And then the total area of each square tile is 13.5 times 13.5. If you ask a person who actually lays tiles, they're not going to do it this way because of all these small pieces of tile you might encounter. But for math, you're going to assume perfect efficiency. So we're going to do this way. 162 times 216 divided by 13.5 divided by 13.5 gives you 192 tiles. Oops. Okay, the scale on the map is 1 to 2 million. If the distance between the city is 600 kilometers, what is the distance on the map? So they want to convert to centimeters, so 600 kilometers multiplied by 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters and 100 centimeters, and then divide by 2 million. So 600 times 5 zeros divided by 2 6 zeros. 30 centimeters. 9 is D. Numerical response 2. Quincy owns a large fish tank. Here are the dimensions. To prevent ick, a fish illness, she buys preventive medicine for the tank. The directions are 3 drops per 10 liters. How many drops are in the tank? So find the volume of the tank first. The volume is equal to 78.2 times 42.5 times 25.2. 78.2 times 42.5 times 25.2. 83752.2. 83752.2 cubic centimeters. And for 1,000 cubic centimeters, it is 1 liter. And then for every 10 liters, it is 3 drops. Okay, so take this, multiply by 3, divide by 1,000, divide by 10. So multiply by 3, divide by 1,000, divide by 10, gives me 25 drops. Is rounding good? Yep, rounding is good. 25 drops. So again, all the units just cancels out. Centimeter cubed and centimeter, oops, missed a cube here, cancels out. Liters and liters cancel out. You're left with drops. Keep going. Louis and Roberto are arranging a game of beach soccer. They need to make the goal line 8 yards long. Louis knows his bare foot is 11 inches long. He uses reference to make a goal line. He places left foot in the sand and places right heel within the toe in his left foot. He then blah, blah, blah. He continues this process until he gets as many goal lines as he can get. So 8 yards. How many inches is this? 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. So 8 times 36 is 288 inches. And then you divide this by 11. You get 26.18 times. So because we want to get as close to as possible, so therefore we just put it 26 times instead, because if we put it down 27 times, then it will be too much. So 26. Okay, Perry received a tool set as his birthday present. The tool set contains 2 sets of wrenches. The metric wrenches include these, and the imperial wrenches include these. Perry wants to tighten a nut on the robotic toy he bought for his daughter. The 9mm wrench is too small. Okay, so 9mm wrench is too small, and the 10mm wrench is too large. So I want to find something that is between 9 and 10 millimeters. So which is 0.9 centimeters and 1.0 centimeters. So I want to find something that is between these two values. So which of these are between these two values? We know that. Where's my formula sheet? So we know that 1 inch is equal to 2.54 centimeters. So that we're just going to take these values, multiply it by 2.54 centimeters. Right, and see which one is the closest. I'm just going to do that on my calculator. So this one is 0.79379, not good enough. 0.95, this one is good. We do the other one just because. 1.11, too big. 1.27, definitely way too big. Okay, same idea. 9/16 inches is too large and 1/2 is too small. So the distance must be between these two. So again, multiply each of these by 2.54. I get 1.27 and 9/16. 1.44. So which one is between 1.27 and 1.44? Which is 14 millimeter. 11 is C. Oh, the previous one is B. Okay, on August 16th, 2009, Usain Bolt won the gold medal at the World Athletics Championship in Berlin, running 100 meters in this seconds. Okay, so what is speed? Speed is distance, 100 meters, divided by time, 9.58 seconds. Keep multiply by conversion factor. 1,000 meters is equal to 1 kilometer because I want meters and meters to cancel. And I want seconds to be on the top and then hours on the bottom. So 3,600 seconds is equal to 1 hour. Now second and second cancel. What are we left with? We're left with kilometers divided by hours. 100 times 1 times 3,600 divided by 9.58 divided by 1,000 is equal to 37.58. So 30 round to one decimal place, 37.6. 37.6. Okay, 12. A glass monument in the shape of a cone, which is placed on the horizontal table. The cone has a radius of 7 centimeters and a height of 24 centimeters. What is the surface area? Okay, so surface area of a cone is equal to pi rs plus pi rs plus pi r squared. There we go. Okay, so to find the s, we have to find the slant height. Okay, so slant height is equal to 24 squared minus 7 squared, Pythagorean theorem. Use my calculator. Square root of 24 squared minus 7 squared, 22.95. They probably want us to round to 23 centimeters or 23 because of just the way they put it down. So okay, so pi times the radius, 7 times the slant height. Wait, 20. Oh, I did it wrong. It should be a plus here. Man, I forgot Pythagorean theorem. Feels bad, man. 25. There we go. That makes more sense. So the slant height is 25 centimeters. Okay, so pi times the radius, 7 times the slant height, 25, plus pi times the radius, 7 squared. So pi times 175 plus pi times 49. Add them together, I get 224 pi. 12 is D. Okay, use the following information to answer the next question. A cylindrical can of soup has a base diameter of 7.4 centimeters and a height that is 10.9 centimeters. We should convert this into mil. No, we don't really have to, but we should. 3.7 centimeters is my radius and height of 10.9 centimeters. What is a paper label? Okay, so usually the formula for the area of the surface area of a cone is 2 pi r h plus 2 pi r squared. So this is a top and bottom 2 pi r squared, so we don't include it. So if we want to find the curved surface area of the cone, of the soup, we just do 2 pi r h. So 2 times pi times radius, 3.7 times h, 10.9. Okay, so 2 times 3.14 times 3.7 times 10.9 gives me 253.27, rounded, which is equal to 253 centimeters squared. 13. A sphere has a diameter of 23 inches. What is the surface area of the sphere? The formula for the surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r squared. So 23 inches. What is the divided by 2? So diameter is 23. What is the radius? 11.5. Therefore, 4 times pi times 11.5 squared. 4 times pi times 11.5 squared gives me 1661.9, so 1662 inches squared. 14. A sculpture is in the shape of a triangular pyramid. Okay, and the base is an equilateral triangle with sides of 10 meters and the height is 12. Okay, so the height of this thing is 12, and I want to know what the volume is. So first I have to find the area of the base. So the sides are 10, therefore half of this side is 5. 10 squared, so we have to use Pythagorean theorem to find the height of this triangle, so there's a base. So 10 squared minus 5 squared takes the square root is equal to square root of 75, which is equal to square root of 75, which is equal to 5 root 3. Okay, so that is a height 5 root 3. Base times height. Base is 10 times 5 root 3 divided by 2. This is the area of the base, and then you multiply by the height, which is 12, then multiply the whole thing by 1/3 because it is a pyramid. So what is the total? Let's just use some cancellation first. 3 and 12 cancels, leaving you 4. 2 and 4 cancels, leaving you 2. 10 times 5 is 50. 50 times 2 is 100. Root 3. So 14 is B. 15. So the volume of a hemispherical dome is this. What is a radius? So volume of a hemisphere is equal to, so normally it's 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So a hemisphere would then have a 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Okay, so 2 over 3 pi r cubed is equal to volume. I want to isolate for radius. Radius is equal to, divide both sides by pi, v over pi. So this is dividing by 3, so we have to multiply both sides by 3. This is multiply by 2, so we have to divide both sides by 2. Because this is, so r cubed is equal to this, therefore r is equal to this whole thing cubed. V times 3 divided by x times 2, which is, or sorry, pi times 2, which is cube root of 2260.5 times 3 divided by pi times 2. 2260, oops. Let's just use our calculator for everything. The cube root of 2260.5 times 3 divided by pi divided by 2. 10.25, so 10. So 10, remember this is in meters, 10.257, 2.258 meters. They want to near a centimeter, so I have to multiply by 100, 1026 centimeters. 15 is B. Okay, written response. The Fraser Valley Chemical Company in Vancouver stores a particular chemical in a conical cone-shaped container whose diameter is 4 times the height. The height is 6.3, so diameter is 4 times. Therefore, diameter is equal to 6.4 times 6.3, which is equal to 17.2 meters. What is my radius? 17.2 divided by 2, 8.6. Okay, so I know my radius, I know my height. What's the volume of a cone? Volume is 1/3 pi r squared h, which is 1/3 times pi, 3 times pi times 8.6 squared times what? 4 times, so it's 6.3. 4 times 6.3 is equal to 25.2. And then what is my radius? Divided by 2, 12.6. So instead of 8.2 is 12.6 meters. Okay, so pi 1 divided by 3 times pi times 12.6 squared, 166.25. Oh, I did multiply by the height, times 20, or what is the height? Times 6.3. Times 6.3, 1047.4. 1047.4. Make sure you remember the units, meters cubed. Okay, tanker trucks are used to transfer the contents of one conical container to South State Chemical Company in Washington State. The tanks are cylinders with radius of this and a length this. So volume is equal to pi r squared h, which is equal to pi times the radius 2 squared times 10, which is equal to 125.7 125.7. Now we'll do a quick division. 147.4 divided by 125.7. Okay, so in my calculations, I will try to keep all my decimal places. 8.33. So 9 trucks. Since you always have to round up. In Seattle, the content of the trucks are transferred to another conical container with a circular base whose diameter is 14 meters. Determine the height of the conical container. Answer the meters to the correct to one decimal place. Okay, so the content of this one truck is 125.7, so V is equal to 1/3 pi r squared h. What is my radius? Radius equals 7. I want to find the height. And I know my volume is equal to 125.7. So now, isolate for height. So multiply everything by 3. 3v is equal to pi r squared h. Divide both sides by pi r squared. H is equal to 3v over pi r squared. Plug in everything. 3 times 125.7 divided by pi divided by v squared. R squared. So 7 squared. So 3 times 125.66 divided by pi divided by 7 squared. Okay, so 2. Oh, the contents of the trucks. So all the trucks, so what is my volume? My volume is 1047.4 instead. So 1047.4. So we use the stuff from my first calculation. So 3 times this divided by pi divided by 7 squared gives me 20.4 meters. There we go. Okay, 2 companies subtracted a bid carrying out the transportation. Lower Mainland Transportation will charge Canadian $250 per truck plus $5.2 per meter squared of chemical. Tacoma Trucking will charge $100 per truck plus US $0.14 per feet squared of chemical. We have to see which one is cheaper. Why is my face bleeding? Ugh. Okay, this is kind of weird. So what is the total volume? The total volume is 1047.4. So volume 1047.4 meters cubed. And how many trucks do I have? We have 9 trucks. Okay, so we just have to do some calculations. We can either convert everything into US dollars or Canadian dollars. Let's just use Canadian dollars. So 120 per truck times 9 truck plus 5.20 dollars per meter times 1047.4 gives me uh 6,000 and $526.48. This in Canadian. Okay, what about the other one? The other one, I first have to convert meters cubed into feet cubed. Let's see if my conversion sheet have a quick one with meters cubed to feet cubed. No, we don't, so we have to use some weird conversion stuff. Okay, let's just do it all together. So first we have to convert, so 9, what is this? So we have to convert 1047.4 meters cubed. We have to convert it, meters cubed, into feet cubed. So meters cubed times, we have to convert to centimeters first. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, but this is cubed, so I have to cube everything. Okay, now we have centimeters cubed, we can convert it to inches cubed. So inches, so centimeters cubed, so centimeter into inches, 2.54 centimeters is equal to 1 inch, but everything is cubed, so we have to cube all the numbers and all the units. And lastly, we have inches into foot. So 12 inches is 1 foot, but everything is cubed, so we have to cube everything. Okay, so I'll do it on my calculator. And we get 36.988.58 feet cubed. Why is that? Oh, and there's a bunch of units that just cancels out. Meters and meters cubed cancels out. Centimeter and centimeter cubed cancel out. Inches cubed and inches cubed cancel out, leaving with us with feet cubed. Okay, so how much per feet cubed? So 36.988.58 times 0.14 plus how many dollars per truck? 100 times 9. Then because this is all USD, right? And we know that 0.9 USD is equal to 1 CAD. USD and USD cancel, we are left with Canadian dollars. So let me calculate that all together. So I get 6753.78 Canadian dollars. This is also in Canadian dollars. So which one is cheaper? The Canadian one is cheaper, so I will use Lower Mainland transportation. Oh, that took some calculation. Okay, that's it for measurement lesson 10 practice test. Hope you learned something. Goodbye.